on this episode of Inside the Blueprint. A real estate investment company changing the landscape for communities. Sustainable product packaging made easy. Consultants that can help drug manufacturers. These stories and so much more. Stay tuned. Like so many businesses and industries, commercial real estate has been evolving and changing from the traditional landlord-tenant dynamic and purely investment dividends equation to a more people-first, values-driven, and lifestyle engagement effort.
Today, the market is really driven by the employees, by the team of people that work for all these companies. And what people are looking for is a lifestyle. They're looking for a sense of belonging. They're looking for quality of life. They're looking for an ecosystem that speaks to them more than just where they work from, but it speaks to them as an experience, as a lifestyle. Are they part of a community? Do they share the same values? Do they have arts and culture? Is there a sense of belonging? And that's very important for traditional business models to shift and to realize that that's really what we need to offer our tenants.
Shelbourne is a real estate investment company that puts people first. Their interest in redeveloping and restoring historic cities, such as Hartford, Connecticut, is what makes them so successful.
We are the largest owner of Class A office buildings in the downtown Hartford. And in the very center of the downtown is this quaint, historic, beautiful little street called Pratt Street. This street has not been focused on for many decades. And although it has intrinsic history and beauty, architecture and charm, it was never celebrated. And we identified that this is a great street to start creating this kind of environment and this kind of live, work, play ecosystem that we've been talking about.
Pratt Street has been one of my favorite streets ever since I was little. It's a brick paved street right in the central business district here. But for years it was, not leveraged enough and not kind of given enough attention to it. And when Shelbourne came in, that one of the priorities was to make Pratt Street a destination. And they've created a community within a community here in our downtown, specifically around this brick paved street that has become kind of a hub of development, a hub of innovation, a hub of small businesses here. One of the reasons to open up a small business here in the city of Hartford is because we have landlords like Shelbourne, which they're less concentrated or less interested in the money, but more interested in creating that vibrancy in an urban core.
It's been really fun for me personally to watch this transformation and this restoration start to unfold for Pratt Street. When I had my business based on Pratt Street a number of years ago, I would just daydream and think about the potential of this street, being that destination within the heart of downtown. And I knew that it would have to take, a concentrated, energy and substantial resources put behind the effort in order to really bring that to life, that vision. And lucky for Hartford when Shelbourne did come to town with their interest in helping to do that. I think that's what we needed as that extra push to get everyone to work together and to really bring that vision to life for Pratt Street.
A great illustration of Shelbourne's holistic approach to real estate is their current Live, Work, Play initiative, which offers new tenants of office space 2 months free rent in one of their residential apartments, as well as an arts and culture package to enjoy the best of what Hartford has to offer. This, along with their parking initiative, is redefining real estate investing.
Where they partnered with As Parking, which is kind of our largest parking authority here in the city, and they are providing $5 parking throughout the summer to be able to help encourage individuals to come to the city, to shop, to dine, and just to have a good time.
The underlying determining factor always has to be, what is the tenant experience? So while amenities is important, and while all the things that renewed lobbies are important, the fundamental quality is, how does our tenant feel when they walk into our property every single day? Are we listening to them? Are we providing them with their needs? Are we making them feel at home?
To learn more about Shelbourne's projects and leasing opportunities, visit shelbournehartford.com or watch this segment again at insidetheblueprint.com. Product packaging is key to getting our items sold. It's what catches people's eyes when walking through the aisle. GPA Global has innovative and sustainable solutions for all industries.
GPA Global was started about 15 years ago to really look at sustainability and helping clients to eliminate PVC clamshell across their package. So sustainability is really in our core DNA.
Well, I mean, the thing that's really cool about packaging is that it allows you to take the product from the manufacturing location to the store, and it also allows you to market the product at retail. So there's a lot more going on with the package than the normal person in the world understands. The key is to really have a special identity, that moment of truth at the retail shelf. So, when the consumer's walking down the aisle and has a lot of choices, that, the package for that brand stands out and grabs that consumer's attention, and hopefully they'll pick it up. And if they pick it up, there's probably a large percentage of chance that they're gonna buy it.
It really started from two Americans living in China, supporting global brands with their manufacturing overseas, whether it's in Southeast Asia, whether it's in China, all over the globe. Brands were looking for manufacturing outside of where their corporate headquarters are. And so the evolution of that has really seen a lot of the customers coming back onshore and looking at manufacturing options in Europe, manufacturing in US and Mexico, and GPA has boots on the ground to support clients with that transition.
Our global clients, that are producing products around the world are asking us to produce in region. And so what we have done over the last 2 years and continue to through acquisition and growth is to try to create an opportunity we can do folding, rigid, molded pulp, and other solutions for our clients in region. So we're not having to ship all over the globe, and hence the more sustainable option for, or more sustainable solution for our customer.
In today's day and age, with the focus of everything shifting and sustainability being such an important topic, obviously the deep dive that really gets into a lot of the consumers that we talk, or customers we talk to, revolves around recyclability, compostability, and really focusing on that end-of-life application of materials and packaging. So that, for me, can involve everything from thermoplastics, polyolefin type materials, right down to starch-based materials that you can actually bury in your backyard, and materials would decompose in a way that's safe for the environment. I think the biggest thing for us is the talent that we have within this building, from the design side to the material selection side, and then the actual implementation side. In all the companies that I've been involved with in the past, I see GPA standing out in a way that we deliver from the front to the end. We do it very swiftly and quickly, and we do it very efficiently. Our quality standards are very high, and we invest in our technology.
Yeah, the future of packaging will continue to be creative, right? We'll continue to push the envelope about this perceived value, this brand image, the premiumization of packaging, but it will have a sustainable twist.
If you'd like more information on packaging made easy, visit gpaglobal.net or watch this segment again at insidetheblueprint.com. The pharmaceutical industry has developed unbelievable things over the last century. We now have better testing technology, new advancements in diagnostics, and more medicine than ever. In the long and expensive process of bringing a new FDA-approved drug to patients, pharmaceutical companies rely on consultants to provide insight into the views of physicians, scientists, and regulators, and to help guide decisions on how to test, seek approval, and market new drugs.
Consulting firms are extremely important to the pharmaceutical industry along their process of drug development and drug discovery. The pharmaceutical industry brings drugs or treatments to the lives of patients. These patients are incredibly affected by debilitating diseases. The process by which pharmaceutical industries bring these drugs to the lives of patients is incredibly lengthy. It's extremely laborious. There are an infinite number of steps involved, and that's where consulting firms come in. Pharmaceutical companies hire inThought to provide a really in-depth assessment of the landscape or a specific disease area that pharmaceutical companies are invested in. The team at inThought is a small group, just about under 30 people. Most of us have PhDs, medical degrees, and experience in Wall Street or on Wall Street. So we're highly educated and we have a great level of expertise in areas of disease or therapeutics that pharmaceutical companies are interested in.
As a global company, inThought Research is extending their reach into investment companies. Their background and connections to Wall Street make this a perfect fit.
inThought does a lot of work in the investor community. This comes easy for us because so many of our employees have Wall Street background and deep roots within what this community does. So working with them and having access to interactions with the investor community is super important because we can touch and really get a pulse on what investors believe in, what they might not believe in, the dynamic environment that is always changing, and that is incredibly valuable to bring that into the scientific knowledge and the assessment of these therapeutic areas that pharmaceutical companies want to know about in order to guide decision support for the programs that they're developing. New York City has this energy that galvanizes these innovative biotech hubs and these incredibly exciting research centers with, the newest and the most innovative technology. This is all against a backdrop of the best and the brightest academic centers and hospitals in the world. And if you marry that with the powerful investment community that exists in New York City, it's just unmatched. Pharmaceutical companies want to be in New York City. And even if they're not based in New York City, high-level executive leadership wants to come to New York City.
If you'd like more information, visit their website, inthought.com, or watch this segment again at InsideTheBlueprint.com. All you have to do is turn on the faucet or push a button and the water starts flowing, or a toilet takes wastewater away. But where does the water come from? And where does it go once we've used it?
every tall building, both commercial and multifamily residential in the city, has got 3 different pump systems: an HVAC system, fire protection, and then a plumbing pump system covering both water and wastewater. The interesting thing about pumps is they're largely out of sight, and therefore they're out of mind. We take for granted that we have fresh water coming in and that all of our waste gets out of the building. But when gravity can't do the job, we need pumps in order to get fresh water in and up. Think about how tall the skyscrapers are in New York City. At the same time, we use water to get wastewater down and out of the building.
For over 90 years, PumpMan NYC, through its federal pump subsidiary, has been building and repairing pump systems throughout the TriState area, including residential, commercial, and municipal projects. These pumps are used in both freshwater and wastewater systems.
Well, PumpMan is a national pump service and repair company. We focus on pumps and motors. Our roots in New York City actually go back 90 years through our acquisition of Federal Pump. But today we serve New York City out of two locations, here in Astoria in our shop where we're standing today, and also in Canarsie in Brooklyn. One of the things that makes our company unique is we really focus on on-site maintenance, repair, and service. Think about it. If you own a building, oftentimes you know you have a problem because you lose water pressure, you have a foul smell, you have a backup in the system. You don't really know what to do. First thing you do is you're going to call PumpMan NYC. You're going to call us up and say, come out here and tell me what's going on with my pump system. Our guys go out to the job site. They're able to diagnose the problem, very much focused on getting the problem resolved. Sometimes we can bypass a bad pump, a bad motor, a bad control. We can pull that pump out, bring it here to our shop. We can diagnose the problem. We can give the end user a choice between replacing the component or the full assembly, or we can actually fabricate repair parts right here.
PumpMan NYC is a one-stop shop. We're able to handle turnkey projects. So from troubleshooting through removal, repair to reinstallation, we can handle pretty much repair from A to Z.
From installation to yearly maintenance to emergency service, PumpMan and their highly trained technicians can handle all water pump related problems.
We're vertically integrated from the ability to do on-site diagnosis. We can pull a pump or motor, bring it back to our shops, diagnose that problem. We can give our customer a choice. Would you like it repaired or would you like it replaced? We can design the system, install it, and then provide aftermarket service, including 24-hour emergency repair.
To learn more about PumpMan NYC, visit their website, pumpmannyc.com, or watch this segment again at InsideTheBlueprint.com. There's a lot of math and science that goes into building a home. Specific measurements to building codes and permits, it's a complicated process. But choosing modular construction could be the best choice.
The modular industry in modular construction has a tremendous advantage when it comes to inspections. So primarily there's 5 different inspections, or techs as we call them, per house or per unit in a multifamily building. So that would be building, plumbing, electric, fire, and mechanical. So if you have a 30-unit building and each inspection or each tech requires 3 to 4 inspections, you're talking about 150 to 200 inspections that will be already done for you in the modular plant. We are building the foundation while the building is being built. So we can literally finish the foundation and land or set, as we call a building, within a week.
Modular building systems is all inclusive. So we can go from the design to the permits, to the modular company, to the foundation, to the visualization. So it really is a system that we've put together that helps the developer take his concept and his initial idea, make sure it fits on a site, and bring it all the way to the end to see his vision come to life.
With A Urgola, customizations to modular homes is possible.
Most people are unfamiliar with the fact that you can actually build a 5-story building out of modular construction. The first floor is typically parking and made out of concrete or steel. But the upper 4 to 5 floors can be modular construction apartments. Most investors are looking for a quick turnaround, so timing is important. So the faster we can get the building designed, built, set up, and rented is very important to most developers.
We actually take the weather out of the equation. We take lumber shortages out of the equation. We take labor shortages out of the equation. Our company, Modular Building System, is a combination of 2 very experienced companies, A Urgola Enterprises on the building end and MAS Architects on the design end. This experience allows us to bring a project to life with less experienced developers and investors, and allows us to work with experienced developers and investors.
Efficiency is key, and it's easily produced in that manner. High R values for the insulation, insulating the outside walls, which is something you can't do on an average construction site. By using modular construction, depending on the size of your building, you can decrease your construction time by 6 months to a year.
I was hoping to build a home by summer, so we really started the process a little bit too late. We started interviewing general contractors and realized pretty quickly on it was going to be a lot of work on our end to get permits and to do plans and all these other items that we needed to do ourselves. When it comes to time and budget, for me, that was super important. One of the best things about a modular home is you know the budget going in. So I was able to pre-select all of the options that I liked, and I worked with Mark and his team, specifically his architect, to really come up with my vision that I was designing and that they were helping me bring to life.
With incredible design and quick turnaround times, modular home building is the best option. For more information, visit their website, mbs-nj.com, or watch this segment again at InsideTheBlueprint.com. Imagine a self-sustaining community based on green initiatives, resident involvement, and rich history. That's what you'll find in Newark, New Jersey.
So welcome to Lincoln Park, the historical Lincoln Park. This is a wonderful community. As you can see, the bones of this community with all the historical mansions. When I think about Lincoln Park historically was a rich neighborhood with all the historical mansions around it, but juxtaposed behind these mansions were what they call the Black Red Light District, where all the major jazz clubs are located here, along with Savoy Records. But as time went on, things started to change with industrialization and things of that sort. But we created our organization, Lincoln Park Coast Cultural District, really to address the needs and the issue and to help to really restore this ecosystem here in Lincoln Park.
Since the beginning, Lincoln Park Coast Cultural District wanted to connect its neighborhood to the South Ward's historic Clinton Hill, creating a green Miracle Mile corridor connecting the twin communities.
I'm so excited about the Green Mile and its work to connect the Lincoln Park neighborhood with the Clinton Hill neighborhood, and it's a commitment to sustainability. It's a commitment to say to Newark residents who move into our downtown core as urbanites that when you get ready to start a family and you want a front porch and a backyard, that this historic community of Clinton Hill is here for you as a great place to live, to work, pray, and raise a family. Clinton Hill Community Action was started back in 2019 in response to everything that we were hearing in the community. Folks were saying that they were tired of seeing the trash. Our neighborhood was hit the hardest by the foreclosure crisis. We knew we needed to do something about housing, and it just came to a head that Clinton Hill Community Action needed to be to tap one of the neighborhood's greatest resources, and that's its people.
Well, Lincoln Park is not only a sustainable community development organization, they are a very small, lean team. And so my role as the lead agency for all of their arts and culture initiatives. So you're talking about hundreds of years of creativity that is now giving birth to the next generation of creatives here in the city of Newark, and we're just beginning.
Their community outreach and engaged partners have made it possible to create an ecosystem that's enjoyable, but more importantly, environmentally sustainable.
You know, when we look at sustainable communities as a way to employ our local residents, we want to train them up to be experts in green infrastructure. And so the vision of the Southport Environmental Alliance is to let people know that you can be a part of what your community looks like, and you have a right to have clean air and access to sustainable amenities as you live in your city.
And all the work that we're doing here in Lincoln Park, you cannot do it without having partners. We have legacy partners that have been part of this project. One of them is PSCNG. They've worked with us from day one when we started working on our LEED certified housing. They have all these jobs to make sure that Newarkers are employed, and so they're just a true partner. You want to have the residents totally engaged, and it's not just Lincoln Park's idea, it's our idea together about what we're doing in this community.
To learn more about the Lincoln Park Coast Cultural District, visit their website at lpccd.org or watch this segment again at insidetheblueprint.com. If you don't want to waste time sifting through hundreds of resumes or interviewing the wrong candidates, it's time to hire a professional employment recruiter. With over 25 years in the business, Searchmasters and McGinnis, Ward & Associates have helped hundreds of companies find the right talent.
What we do mostly is permanent direct hire recruiting. And there are two types of permanent direct hire recruiting: a contingency basis and a retained search basis. We are a contingency basis. That's what we do mostly. What does that mean? The only money it costs a firm is if we are able to successfully place a person with that firm. We only get paid upon a successful search. We have a big advantage over what a company might be able to do because of the years of experience that we have in our given areas of expertise. Over time, technology and other factors are changing the landscape of recruiting. We adapt to these changes. We're able to tap into new technologies. We're able to work with new technologies to identify top talent a lot faster, a lot quicker, and more efficient than what internal human resource departments are able to do.
To learn more, visit their websites, searchmastersny.com or mcginnisward.com, or watch this segment again at insidetheblueprint.com. Thanks for watching Inside the Blueprint. For more information on any of the products you saw today, or to find out how to become part of the show, please visit insidetheblueprint.com.